Hey guys, it's Nicole and I'm ready to start working with a new kit, and I'm still working with that the blog, that Counterfeit Kit Club, where they basically copy it. They choose a kit each month and then work on counterfeiting it. So they use their own supplies from their stash to create the same kind of kit. And so I'm doing February's, which is a kit from scrapbook.com. And so I'll just kind of show you what I put together. And then if you want to check out, I think it's if you Google Counterfeit Kit, it'll come up and you can look at the February kit of the month. And that will link you to what the actual kit itself is. But I'll try to explain to you. I have a couple pieces that are the same, but most of them are different. So I'm going to start with the papers. Basically, kind of there was more of a travel themed kit. They had like a gold foil map paper, like vellum paper, and I didn't want to, I guess, go that route. I didn't have that paper anyway. So what I chose to do was one of these two, and I can't decide which one I want to do yet. So I just grabbed them both, this gold doily paper and this gold library paper, or like text paper. And then I'll get this here. And then this was one of the papers from my mind's eye that was part of the kit. So I went ahead and pulled, I knew I had that in my stash. So I went ahead and pulled that. And then my colors are a tad different, but I just kind of went with, actually I went with inspiration, which was from Flair, because part of their kit was, where did I put it here? Was some My Mind's Eye Flair badges. And these are actually pins, but I make them Flair. And theirs was from a different paper line than I think I'd already actually used. But I've had these in my stash for a while, and I wanted to use them, and they were actually staring at me. So I went with these pins, and they were, I think, released around the same. Oh, maybe they were the released before the market ones. But anyway, so I'm like, well, I'll use this for my inspiration. And so so I just went with these colors. And so I pulled some random papers. I think there's some Studio Calico papers in here. Here's an old, I think, Fancy, has that Fancy Pants? Not for sure. Actually, this might be an old Seven Gypsies. So My Mind's Eye. I just kind of went through and kind of just tried to pick these colors and grab different colors from the badges and use that for picking my papers from my stash. So these were all loose papers I had in my stash. I didn't pull them from kits or anything. And then this paper I came across, I thought I would cut apart, and it had a lot of the colors, like this teal blue, and then there was some navy blue in here, and then the greens and the yellows, and the craft, which matches this wood grain. And their kit did have like a wood grain paper in it, or an actual wood paper in it, and so I used that. So there's that. And then sorry about that. So then there was also a package of ephemera, and so since I didn't have, you know, one that matched or from any of these lines, I created my own ephemera pack here. So it's just a variety from my stash of just different bits and pieces and cards and tags and different things from multiple lines that all match the colors. So I should be covered there. I don't think I have quite 111 pieces, but that was in the pink paisley stack that they had. But I think I have plenty to work with of different sizes. Oh, there's one more here. I actually did have these in my stash. This was part of their kit, these wood veneer sequins. They had a different set of enamel dots, but part of them were the wood grain wood. So I just grabbed these, and so that's what I had. Then they had a pack of My Mind's Eye letter stickers, and so I didn't have that particular pack. So I went ahead and just went through my drawers and grabbed many stickers of the different colors in the line. They had a grouping of like cards, like Project Life type of cards, and so I just went to my stash and grabbed Me and My Big Ideas card set that matched the color schemes. There's a lot of the craft and the green, and there's some navy blue in there, and different mint greens and the darker green. And then there was a sheet of labels, so I grabbed my own from my stash. And then they had little flowers. I don't really do the flower thing anymore, so I just grabbed a whole bunch of gold clips that I had in my stash, mostly from Amy Tan and Studio Calico. So that is my kit from the Counterfeit Kit Club, and I'm excited to get to scrapping with it, and I'll be back with either a process video or a layout share. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. All right, guys, so I am already done with this kit, and I think I'm just going to put all the videos together in one, which I might do in the future. The problem is I only have so much recording time on my phone, and if I want to do process videos, then I kind of have to get some videos off of it before I can do those. So we'll just see how that goes, but eventually I would like to have where in one video you see the kit I start with, and then the layouts and what I have left all in the same video instead of having to go to two separate videos. So we'll see if I can make that work. So anyway, here's what I have left, and I've been like a scrapping fool lately, and I've actually have kind of a busy week this week, but I've just been staying up late. We've had some late starts and early school dismissals, so we've had some extra time at home, and I've been able to stay up a little bit later than normal because we have a late start. So I've just been scrapbooking, and I actually did like about maybe 7 or 8 layouts for one of my clients. So I got a whole bunch of those done. I just have 3 more to go that I'll do tomorrow, and then I'm done for a while. And then I got this kit already played with, and I'm ready to separate it out. It'll probably be a little while before I'm back with more. I do have a scrapbooking weekend this coming weekend with my friends, so I'll definitely be back with a layout share. I'm probably just going to take a whole bunch of like manufacturer's kits, which is what I usually do. That saves time from having to pack my own kits. They're already bagged up, and I just throw them in a bag with some basic supplies and go. So I'll definitely be back next week with a layout share. So anyway, here's what I have left from this kit. Let's see, I got some of these used, and I got some of both of these used, but still have quite a few left. I got quite a few more of these clips used up, and then I had just put some of the little bits and pieces that I had pulled, and I used up quite a bit of little pieces from that. This is all I have left from the cards. I used quite a few of the 4x6 ones are almost gone, and I used a couple of these, a few, but still have a lot of those left. And then I used probably, I'd say, maybe a third of all of the die cuts and pieces I had pulled from my stash, as well as there was also a cut apart sheet. So this is the leftovers from the cut apart sheet and all those bits and pieces that I had pulled. And then as far as the letter stickers, I think the only ones I used were these. I think, yes. And then I used about half of these labels. These are just from Walmart, I think. Didn't use any of those. And then here's what I have left for the paper. So I didn't use the doily paper, and I have 2 of these. I was hoping I would use one of these up, but I know I'll have the perfect project for them, so I'll hold on to that. I didn't use this one at all. So the 2 gold ones I have left, but then this is all I have left of the rest of the scraps. And so pretty much, I probably could get one more layout. Actually, this would be a pretty combination here. Right here, but just didn't have it in me, so I'm gonna call it good. Okay, so that's what I have left, and then my layouts. Okay, this is actually from last to first, so this is the last one that I just made. Here's this one here, and basically I just layered 2 of the papers, and then just did a bunch of layering and embellishing around the photo, which is me holding my nephew. And used up, like, this is an old Dear Lizzie chipboard sheet, and then just a variety of the cards. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Project Life cards. I used up some old feathers I've had around for a while. I used 3 camera wood veneers, which I have so many camera embellishments. It's good to get more of those used. These are the last 2 of the flare, so I did use up all the flare. Some of the die cuts, random die cuts from my stash, just layered in there, that one as well. And then these bunny clips were from the Amy Tan pack, and I used 3 of those here. And I think that is it. There's that one. Here's this one, and I actually, besides that one, I think almost all of these are from like my high school / college days. I just pulled that box out and decided to scrapbook some of those photos. And this is actually a very blurry photo, but it's just one of those that it just brings a lot of memories to mind when I see that photo because of when it was taken. So I went ahead and scrapbooked it, and the color of my shirt matched this green, so I took advantage of that. And so I just layered these papers, and then this is one of the scraps of the like the book print gold paper, and then one of the 4x6 or two of the 4x6 cards, and then one of the flares. This is an old die cut piece. I think an old Dear Lazy die cut piece. There's a little Maggie Holmes vellum there. One of the gold clips. I used half of one of those labels up here just to peek out and get some more of this craft color up here, and then used some of the wood enamel dots there. And then I used, throughout all the layouts, I used quite a bit more of that gold tape there, or that gold heart paper tape. So again, just loving that. I think I'm gonna probably get it used up here pretty soon, and I might have to get another one. I just have it on my desk in that Chamel's little tape dispenser. I'm just gonna leave it there till it's gone, and then put a new one in there. So there's that one. And then, oh, this one I didn't have. I was waiting for it to dry yet. Let me stick these in. I did a couple of these where I paired a layout with a divided page protector. And this is a layout, and this is kind of a good topic to discuss, I guess, because it's always kind of tricky. This is actually because I was, scrapbooking like my youth, high school. Obviously, I have pictures of myself with boys that are not my husband because I didn't know him until later in my college years. And so this is actually scrapbooking my junior homecoming. And I feel like some people might have different opinions about this, but I personally feel like, it's part of my life. It's part of my history. It's part of who made me who I am. And it may be a different guy that's not my husband, but it's part of my history, and so I'm going to scrapbook it. And so I know it's always weird to scrapbook me with somebody else, but it is was part of my youth. And it was one of those special kind of dances that are just an important part of your high school days. And so I needed that I would scrapbook that. So here's just the layout itself, and so I just layered some photos, and then used up this last bow. I did use up all the bows that I had pulled in for this. This random butterfly that I had pulled in. I did pull in some doilies, so I have this big doily here, and then a couple of those labels, and then I used a bunch of the gold clips and just kind of scattered some gold, splattered gold lame, used some of that tape. And I journal on it on on the divided page protector page. There's a little chipboard piece there, and then I use the sequins and scattered, and then die cut here. So again, just use up a lot of my stash, a lot of these random die cuts that I had in my drawer from prior paper lines and kits. And this actually I had intended to use this yellow side, but when I found these photos, I remembered that one of them had a B side that was pink, so I pulled that, and it's kind of got an ombre look. It's hard to tell, but it's darker up here and a little bit lighter down here. And then here's the page that goes with it, just some more photos. And I just did 2 of the 4x6 cards and then just embellished them a little bit. So I grabbed another small doily just to match the doily here, and then just kept some of the same things. So I kept some of the tape over here, some of the wood sequins, the gold clips that I had over here, and kind of kept that gold and that tealy color. And then I journaled here on this tag, and that was a tag I'd pulled in from my stash that actually I had in my last kit. It's an Amy Tan tag, I believe, or is it Amy Tan or Dear Lizzie? I'm not for sure. So anyway, that's how that looks together. And then this one is some more photos, another similar deal from this is from my last day of senior high school. So definitely an important day in one's life. And this one was fun. I just had some fun with color on this one. So I had 3 photos, and they had a variety of colors in them. So I layered this wood grain paper on the chevron, and then there's this gold book print paper. So I thought that went well with the school theme. I used this stack of book and embellishment from Chamel. And I know it actually has titles on it that are like crafty, but how many people are going to read that, you know? It's typewriter. I thought, well, if the school themed. And then I just layered some different die cuts kind of throughout, just to kind of keep the color scheme even and matching over this with this card here. I have a flare here and a flare here, and I use a little house clip because I thought I could go for school and or house, and actually, you know, these photos were in school and this photo is at a house. And yeah, so just layered some different cards. There's like 3 different things there, and 3 different things there. So there's that one. And these are like pictures of like some of our classes and different things. And then here's the page that goes next to it, just some more random photos from that day. And I just used 2 more of the 4x6 cards, and then put a flare here just since I had one over here, and then just journaled there. And kept the embellishing pretty simple on that one because the photos were pretty busy and this layout was pretty busy. So there's that one. And this is my last one. So this is the first one that I made, and these are hilarious. I don't know if you guys remember glamour shots, or if they're probably still around. I don't know. But I had some people talk me into doing them in high school just for fun. It was totally just for fun. And so I happened to have those, and there was some of that navy kind of royal blue color that I had in this kit. And so I just pulled some of that in. I just cut one card in half actually and put one up here and one down here. Did a couple strips of some of the papers, and then some die cuts. So die cut, die cut, die cut, die cut, die cut, flower, 2 of those bows. So I used up the rest of those bows from Dear Lizzie, flare, and then another die cut down here, and then some of the tape. So, and I used some of those gold arrows as well that I had pulled in that like die cut pack that I made from my stash. So. And this paper is actually from Paper Studio, I think, I'm sorry, it's Fancy Pants. I lied. Nope, I was right the first time, so it's Fancy Pants. And I just love how, like, those colors go with that, like, text, the black and off-white text. I thought that just made the colors pop a lot. So, there's that one. So thank you guys for watching, and like I said, I'll be back soon. Maybe if I'm in the mood in the next couple of days, I'll make another kit, but I'm guessing most likely I'll probably wait to do anything scrapbooking until I'm packing for the weekend and scrapbooking with my friend. So I know it's kind of soon that we're doing it. I feel like we just did it, but she had some days off and it works for us, and so we're gonna do it. So I'm really excited. It's always a fun time away. Anyway, we will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and happy scrapping. Bye-bye.